Hi everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about 10 things that we have cut out of our budget recently to help us start living more within our means and to kind of help combat some of the inflation that we're seeing. So why would you want to lower your monthly expenses? Well, like I mentioned, you might want to try to combat the inflation so you're not feeling such a big hit when there is inflation. But two, maybe you need extra money to help pay off that debt. Maybe you need extra money so you can actually start investing, and because maybe you realize you're living above your means and that you can't even pay your bills on time, or that you're using credit cards to pay for things, or you're going into further debt. So these are 10 things that we've cut out of our budget to kind of help us get back into, I would say, within our means. We're not totally below our means to the point where we want to be. So this is where we do need to focus on paying off some of the debt, but this did help quite a bit. And by cutting out these 10 items, we're actually able to save around $760 up to $1,060 a month. So keep in mind, some of these things they're going to be personal things. Some of these things you may not even have in your budget to begin with, but hopefully they kind of get the wheels turning about other things that you might have in your budget that I don't have in my budget that you could consider getting out of. The other thing, a lot of these things are temporary, meaning they are a high value item to myself or the family, so we do want to bring them back into the budget once we get some of the debt paid off. Some of the things, maybe they won't come back into the budget, so we'll see. And I'm going to be honest too, a lot of these things are things that I've personally had put back into the budget. We had out of the budget at one point, we had put back into the budget, and now we're taking them back out of the budget. So the first thing is we cut out Amazon Prime. Okay, so for this, that basically saved us around $14 a month. Doesn't seem like much, but that's something. This was one of Ricky's expenses. He had added Amazon Prime. We weren't really utilizing it to make it worth the monthly price, so we went ahead and agreed to cut that out of the budget. The second item is something that I cut out of the grocery budget, which is my green juice, my green drink that I like to call it. Bolt House Farm has what's called the Daily Greens, and I was purchasing 7 of these a week, and they're about $2 a piece. So this saved us $56 a month by me not buying the green juice and just drinking more water. This is something I would like to bring back because I do like it. It's kind of like my breakfast. The third one, this is something that Ricky and I both cut out, is our supplements from Herbalife. So we were purchasing the meal replacement shakes, some of just the protein powders or the teas and the aloe and some of these type of supplements from Herbalife. And this was more when I was working out more regularly. I can't talk. So right now, Ricky just went to buying a cheap Walmart protein powder. I'm not purchasing any additional protein powder or anything at this time. So we cut this, and basically that's saving us anywhere from $50 to $100 a month, just depending on what we were buying, or if we were stocking up on multiple items. Herbalife is nice, but it's not cheap. This is something we would like to bring back. I do like the meal replacements, especially if you are working out, to have that meal replacement or that protein shake after your workout. I feel like they go hand in hand. I really like it. So that's something we do want to bring back. Number 4, this is something that I had as an expense that I cut out recently, and this is the chiropractor. So this was $60 a month. I would get 4 visits, and for me, this is an important item. That I had a car accident when I was 16, and I tore this muscle back here, so I have a lot of damage that comes up my neck. So usually during the winter time, I could literally just go to get out of bed, and all of a sudden I can't move, and I'm crying, and Ricky's got to help me get out of bed. So in this instance, I go straight to the chiropractor. Now I was keeping up with the chiropractor, especially when I was working at the Amazon warehouse, because I was dealing with all the big boxes. I was getting really out of alignment and really twisted up quite a bit. Right now I'm not really working, so everything's been staying pretty good, so I did cancel it for now. But again, this would be something that would come back instantly if I have a flare-up. Number 5, this is kind of something we cut back as a family, and this is haircuts. So we didn't cut haircuts out completely, but I was going on a more regular basis because I have the shorter haircut, and this time we're just doing it kind of like twice a year at this point. So we did January, we all went for haircuts. Now Ricky does trim up his sides and stuff at home with his own razor, but I'm talking about going and, you know, paying and tipping and doing all of that, even possibly getting the color. So this year I'm not adding color to my hair, and we're cutting that. So we'll go back for haircuts probably in June or July, you know, before the girls go back to school. So we're cutting that. So by cutting that, we're saving about $100 for the year, or if you want to break it down monthly, that's about $8 a month we're saving by not getting our haircuts as frequently. Number 6 is the gym. So some of the gyms in the area, it's cheap, you know, like $9 or $10 a month or something like that. But I was going to a specific type of gym. It's called True Hit, and where they do like a weight training type group fitness class, and that was $25 a week. So that saved me $100 a month by cutting that. The Fly Lady habit of the month for May happens to be 30 minutes of movement exercise every day. So Ricky and I have just started doing this together, and sometimes we just do we're just doing the follow along workouts, finding them on YouTube. So we're going to do that for May together. So we're not paying for the gym membership. I would love to go back to this gym simply because of the people, and just, you know, I was going twice a week and I really liked it and everything. But at the same time, if Ricky and I really truly get a routine together, then I would have no reason to bring this expense back. So this is one we may bring it back or we may not. Number 7, this was an expense that I had, and this was getting my nails professionally done. So back when I was teaching Zumba, we were getting our hair done more often, but I was also getting my nails done. So once we got laid off because of the pandemic, I stopped getting my nails done. So that saved me $30 a month. Now I wasn't going every 2 weeks like you normally would go. I was going once a month already. So I was already stretching them out, but now I don't go at all. So that saves us $30. This is one, maybe I would bring it back, maybe I won't. This is something that kind of comes and goes in my life. Ever since I was in high school, I used to get my nails done. Number 8 is eating out or drinks, and by just trying to cut this expense down. So not necessarily getting rid of it completely, kind of like the haircuts. We didn't get rid of haircuts completely, but maybe we cut it in half. And same thing, eating out and getting, you know, alcohol drinks for the house, trying to cut that down a little bit. So we're estimating that we're saving about $120 a month. Eating out, the biggest thing for us was just to start meal planning and shopping the plan and actually making the meals that we plan. So this has really helped us not eat out as often. You know, we were eating out probably Saturday and Sunday, and now we're doing maybe every other Saturday. So we've kind of cut that down. And number 9 is the kids' chores. So normally I try to budget to be able to pay my kids to do chores, and I've said this in other videos that they could earn their age on a weekly basis based on the chore. So I have a chore list for them, and these are basically chores that they can do, and each chore is worth a different amount of money, and they can pick and choose which one they do, and they can earn up to their age. So my older daughter is 11, my youngest is turning 8 in August, but unfortunately for the year 2022, we're not doing any chore money. Now they do have certain chores or tasks that they have to do on a regular basis that they don't get paid for anyways. So those are the only things I'm actually even making sure that they're keeping up with. The deep cleaning, zone cleaning type chores that I pay them for, I'm just not even presenting that for them. And unfortunately, it's just because we just can't afford that. But that's saving us about $76 a month by not doing the chore money right now. This is something that will definitely be coming back in January of next year. And then number 10, not having our yearly vacation, which is usually a week-long vacation. So we started going on cruise vacations a few years ago. A week-long cruise was a ton of fun, so we did a few of those, and then the pandemic hit, so we had 1 year where we didn't do the vacation, but then last year we took 2 vacations to kind of make up for that vacation. This year we are not going on a week-long vacation, but we are, next year we will be going to Michigan. My mom is she's not really doing that great, so we definitely want to get the whole family out there to see her, but that's probably going to be June of next year. So now we're in May, so we have a year to start saving up for next year's trip, but we will not be taking one this year. So like I mentioned, adding all that up, we basically just saved ourselves about $764 at the minimum per month. Now, right now our grocery budget is kind of low, but with inflation, we could easily increase the budget without feeling like we've spent a ton of money, because obviously we've taken a lot of these other expenses out of the budget. So I hope this video kind of gives you some ideas of some things that you can think about, either lowering or cutting back a little bit on, or maybe getting rid of completely, even if it's just on a temporary basis, to allow for the inflation of gas and groceries. I know some of the regular bills like Netflix went up a little bit, but it didn't go up terribly. As of right now, my insurance and stuff is still the same. I'm assuming after my 6-month period, maybe that will go up. I don't know. The homeowners insurance and property taxes for us, usually that's reevaluated at the beginning of the year, so that could go up next year a little bit as well. So there is definitely a little bit of inflation going on. But again, if you're just trying to live a little bit lower within your means or below your means to combat inflation, or even to be able to start investing or paying extra on debt or saving or even having fun, then definitely consider taking a look at some of these expenses that you might have, cutting them out or cutting back on them. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. Do you have anything in your budget that you see that you could possibly cut out of your budget, whether it's something I've already mentioned or maybe something totally different that I have not mentioned? But I hope this helps you in some way. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.